Hello. It's good to see you again. We know that it's been quite the adventure to bring her here. And, well, I'm pretty sure you're wondering what we're to do with her. Well, we discovered some old magic that has helped her. And considering that this is a curse magic we're dealing with, it's not a permanent solution, but it's something. Sypha was once our commander. She was our captain. She was the driving force behind all this. That was so many years ago, and she hasn't been allowed to age. Because of that, everything that she knows withered and died a long time ago. She had everything before all that happened. And now, she doesn't even have a memory. She doesn't have some semblance of who they were. She doesn't even know what their last words were. This is just so sad. She sacrificed everything, and this was the payment. This was the reward for such selflessness. I really wonder what it's like to just have nothing. It's gotta be miserable. But you're the one that's been spending the most time with her as of late, so she's a human now. Well, not permanently, but she is, well, who she was. And she's ready to see you if you want. It's okay. You don't have to be scared. There's going to be people stationed right outside, so that if something happens, we have your back. We might have been annihilated once, but we're not frail. Take care then. I hope nothing happens. Oh. Hello. Forgive me, I was pondering about my poor fortune. It's all right. You can get closer to me. I promise you I don't bite. I don't believe that I gave you the luxury of introducing myself properly. So, this is as good as one as any. Sypha, previously the commander of the White Order, or Sypha the Accursed. That's how you know the beast. She is dormant now. I can feel her coils inside me still. She isn't trying to take me over exactly, but that doesn't mean she won't soon. There's been so much poured into me by her. She's become my tool of survival so many years. And then finally having someone strong enough to overpower her and bring me back to this plane of existence. It's more than I could ever hope for. And for it, I thank you. Thank you very much. I know that the people that used to be my friends, now they're all gone. I remember their names clearly now. That there's something strange. I don't really remember her. Whenever she controls this body, whenever I shapeshift into her, I It's almost as though I'm dreaming, and yet I maintain some sense of awareness. I could hear their screams, every single one of her victims. I could hear them plead for mercy, and I could hear how they cried, even when they were inside her belly. And I even felt them squirm in her coils. I kept trying to scream for her to stop. I tried to do something, but she was too strong, and I would never be able to do it on my own. And then you show up and you throw a wrench all on that, and here I am, where my headquarters are, where our headquarters here used to be. Maybe it was meant to be, after all. Were you meant to find me? Was I meant to one day be freed from that terrible curse? Even if not completely, I feel so light. But now, where I craved blood before, I now crave rest. And I know that you have every right to be so angry at me. And I know you have every right to want to kill me right now. Heaven knows both of us deserve it. After all, those are my hands, even if not my mind. And what I did in that state, what she did, is inexcusable. But even so, I hope that with this strange mercy I've been shown, that I can overcome her, that I can rewrite the story from today forward and start anew. I'd like to pick up where I left off. Maybe climb to the top again and rewrite all of this. Or at least make it better. They're so strong, this new white order. I remember it. They have magic now, that's how they freed me. We didn't have any before. Huh? Are you asking me what happened? Well, I'll try to make it short. Many years ago, a legion of the undead had appeared on this very plane. Naturally, as monster hunters, it was our job to down them once for all. There would only be many waves to come. And as I see it, there are some undead lurking in this place, on this earth. But they haven't done anything yet to earn destruction. We were so tired, but by the time their master, or at least their leader of that time, that lich, I knew they couldn't take it on. But I could do so, like a one-woman army. Their attacks couldn't do anything to it. And so I just told my friends that they need to get out. And that was that. And I fought so hard. And I tried to keep him occupied, and they did manage to get away. And then there was no point in me being so desperate. As the leader, as someone who cared for those more than anyone, It was my duty, and mine alone, to die for them. And I was prepared to on that day. And yet, when it inevitably overpowered me, it took me in its hands. And when it did, it said I had potential. But I wasn't worthy of being an undead. No, I was to be much worse. A plague upon the very people I had sworn to protect. And that he did turn me into. He made me into the Lamia, one that feasted on men and women. Every human lived in fear at my very name, where it had once brought them peace and safety. I swear I could have cried, but she had completely overcome my senses, until finally I wasn't the master of my own destiny anymore. And in those miserable years, I had to watch everything grow and die and be born again, until I didn't recognize anything around me. But she adapted perfectly. In a world that had become unfamiliar to me, she had guarded me. She had guarded both of us. In some way, she had taken the form of my protector. And I'm grateful just to be alive. But I don't really know what to do with what's left. I would like to say this now. If you believe that I can live, that I have a right, then I would like for the two of us to become partners in a sort of way. Just know that you don't have to accept or anything. Just know that ultimately you are the one that saved me, and I owe you a great debt. And so together we could pick up where everything's left off, and we could create a new history as friend and confidant, and maybe truly overcome this curse once and for all. That way we can truly be free from her bloodthirst, from her hunger, and most of all from the woes of the past. So, will you let me come to you and with you on your future travels? All right. Thank you. If nothing else, then for giving me another chance. I will not let you down. I will do my best for you.